What is up, everybody? Doomwake here. Welcome back to another modern video on the channel. As always, before we continue, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video. I just wanted to apologize for the lack of kind of a gap in content over the past couple of days. I've had some, some real life stuff come up and just kind of trying to juggle and figure out a schedule that fits right for me. So hopefully we're gonna go back to some more consistent content, but just kind of real life happens stuff. So, but anyways, today we're going to be bringing to you a Jeskai Asmo deck. This is kind of sort of a continuation on the Asmo shell, kind of seeing how far we can take the splash into the third color. The usual suspects are here: Asmo, Cookbook, Daredevil, Street Wraith. We have the powerful blue cards, Urza and Thought Monitor. And then we are choosing to pair all of that with Ragavan and Prismatic Ending. So this is, I think, the first early iterations of Urza's Kitchen were primarily blue-red for Ragavan, Asmo, Lightning Bolt / Galvanic Blast / Lightning Axe. And we largely moved away from the red. Now, I think the biggest reason, and it's less so Ragavan, but I think the biggest reason to be playing red right now is honestly this card in our sideboard right here, Wear Tear. HammerTime is basically everywhere online, and Wear Tear has really been performing excellent for me over the past couple of days. So I really think that Wear Tear is at Wear Tear stock is at an all-time high right now. So I'm really happy to get to play that card in the sideboard. And also Prismatic Ending is just a really clean removal spell. And the nice thing about Prismatic Ending is a lot of people will sideboard cards like Chalice of the Void, Stony Silence, Rest in Peace, Dathi Voidwalker, Gataki, you name it. There's just plenty of cards, and all those cards cost 1 or 2 mana, or 0 in the case of Chalice. They all die to Prismatic Ending. So not only do you get a nice clean removal spell game 1, you also get a card that is really good against common sideboard cards. So I've been really happy with this deck list. I've played 3 leagues so far, and I'm 14-1. So really good track record. We're gonna keep going, see if we can continue the streak. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it's pretty much the same stuff that you're used to seeing. You might question why we have Mishra's Bauble in our deck, even though we have decided to remove Emry from the deck. And Mishra's Bauble serves 2 purposes. One, it's good at setting up your draws when you have Bauble plus Street Wraith plus Fetch Land, because what you can do is Bauble yourself. If the card's good, cycle it, draw it up Street Wraith. If not, fetch it away and then cycle the Street Wraith to give you an extra look before you cycle the Wraith. And also, it's just another permanent to, tap for mana with Urza or counts towards Thought Monitor, make Thought Monitor cost less mana. And then the other absence, I just mentioned Emry. So why did we cut Emry? I think Emry is not in a great spot right now because the format is definitely speeding up. It's getting to a much more aggressive format, and Emry is a lot better when their games are way more value-oriented. And there's just not a lot of those kinds of games in Modern right now. Like you have HammerTime, which Emry is usually pretty slow and kind of clunky against, and also every deck is basically prepared to answer Ragavan, which means that there's much more cheap removal so that Emry lives way less often. And then the other thing that Ragavan does is, as I mentioned earlier, those sideboard cards, Gataki, Stony Silence, all that stuff, Ragavan just kind of plays a normal game of Magic around those sideboard cards. So between Ragavan and Urza and Thought Monitor and Urza Saga, you have a lot of ways to just play a normal game of Magic through a lot of common sideboard cards. And then you also get to bring in Mentor and Teferi and that kind of stuff. I will touch on the sideboard here. 3 explosives, 3 wear tear. We're going very heavy on anti-hammer cards because HammerTime is one of the most popular decks right now. And I think the food package, like this deck as a whole, is just really favored against other fair decks. So you can, because your matchup against fair decks is so good, you can choose to pick your sideboard cards to be way more impactful against the matchups that might be bad or more prevalent. So that's why we're choosing to do that. We have a Needle and a Lantern for our Urza Saga package, Rebuke for Counterspell for control decks and combo decks, Teferi for Cascade and control decks, and then Mentor when we just need more threats. Again, the aforementioned sideboard cards, when you want to sidestep those cards, Mentor is pretty good. The one thing I'm a little shaky about is the mana base. Some of the numbers are kind of weird here, like 2 Spiral Bluff Canal, the basic mountain is kind of weird, the 1 Spire of Industry, but The Spire, it looks kind of weird, but it's a black source to cast Daredevil. I don't really want to play a black shockland like a Watery Grave or a Blood Crypt or anything like that. The basic mountain is good because you have an Asmo and Ragavan that you both want to cast on turn 1, so sometimes you want to fetch a pain-free red source on turn 1 to cast those. And then obviously Saga, Shocklands, fetch lands, all that stuff. So I think that pretty much covers everything. There's a random bolt in here. It's just an extra removal spell. It's like the you can't play 5 prismatic endings, so it's just the 5th removal spell. That could be Galvanic Blast, that could be Path to Exile, but I like that bolt is a little more flexible. Can go upstairs, can target planeswalkers, things like that. So that is the deck list, and I'm really excited to bring you a league with this deck. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll see you back in just a little bit for round number 1. Alrighty, everybody, we are here for round number 1 of our league with Jeskai, Asmo, Monkey. This hand's pretty good. We're on the draw. I wish I was in the play with the Monkey, but we'll take it. If they have a 1-drop, we can maybe go turn 1 Prismatic Ending their 1-drop into turn 2 Dash Ragavan, play Cookbook. We'll see what they're up to. Got some options. Arid Mesa. What does that mean? Could be burn. Could be a bunch of different things. Probably means removal spell. So I think I'm just gonna play Cookbook here. Just play Cookbook. Good chance they have a bolt here, so I don't want to just run my Ragavan into a bolt. I can go, dash Ragavan into Asmo next turn, maybe? Depending on what they do. I'll be going to dash Ragavan. I'm not going to discard a card to Cookbook here, though. Let's dash Monkey. Because they might counter this. Let's go to attacks. See what they do. If this Monkey survives, we can cast Asmore. But it looks like it's not surviving. Lightning Helix, maybe? Not sure what they're playing. Jeskai Control? Perhaps. Okay. Am I getting pathed? I'm okay with getting pathed. Yeah, that's fine. Get a mountain, I think. Pass the turn. I'm okay with that exchange. I might just slam Urza next turn, depending on what they do. Or I could discard, play Asmore, set up some artifacts, and play for Thought Monitor, which is probably better, because I care less if they counter the Asmore. Probably discarding Prismatic Ending. I guess I could discard the second Cookbook. No, I'm going to discard Ending, because if they counter the Asmore, then I can go Cookbook plus Monitor. 2, 3, 4. Actually, I guess I can't, right? 1, 2, play Cookbook. Discard Cookbook, 4 artifacts, untap land that's only 6 mana. Okay, so I'll just play some Cookbooks. Play the other Cookbook out. I think this is fine. It means I'm not going to be able to activate Asmore, because I don't want to discard either of these cards, but just having more material in play I think is fine. Also, this is a lot better if I draw Daredevil. But I don't usually expect to be activating Asmo many times against Jeskai Control. Maybe Shark Typhoon, that's fine. That is fine. Alright, maybe a Jace. Feels like a Jace. So, plus or bounce? Plus or bounce? Plus or bounce? Brainstorm, huh? Interesting. Maybe they have Solitude? I don't know if these decks usually play Solitude. They must, right? I don't think they would make this play without Solitude. Unless they maybe have other Jace? No. Alright, so let's just play Urza. Do that first. And then we can monitor off of food plus construct. Doing this before discarding, because this is way better if I find a Daredevil to discard. Okay, so now I can go discard Tarn. I want to float mana first so I can spin. Then we'll go kill the shark. Then I'll go land 1, 2, 3, 4, spin. Got a Shadow Spear. It's free real estate. And alright, attack Jace. I guess they probably have Verdict, right? That's what this means. Maybe Terminus, if they're playing with Miracles. But I mean, we got a Jace out of it. Yeah, I guess this board isn't great if they have Verdicts. They have much left if they have Verdict, so. Search for Azcanta. That is not a Supreme Verdict. Let me tell you. That is not a Supreme Verdict. Which I'm okay with. Upkeep. What you got? Are they going to Path of Construct, maybe? Street Wraith. Cycle that, try and find a Daredevil. Okay, so let's go mana, spin. Spinning before playing my land in case I find Saga. Take a free bauble. Spin again. Probably. Tap everything but the creatures. Spin again. Saga, because why not? And alright, deck. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I guess discarding would have been good to make this lethal. So I could have discarded a Foundry before tapping this. Yeah, I guess I messed that up, huh? Okay, that was bad. Yeah, I could have presented a lethal attack, right? If I discarded a card to the cookbook and then equipped the Shadow Spear, that was the 2 damage I needed. But, I mean, we're still in tremendous position, so. I think we are okay. They didn't have Verdict last turn. They obviously could have it now, but. Chose to keep a card on top, which I assume is Verdict. Blue, blue, blue. Cycle Triome. Did they keep a card on top that wasn't Verdict? Interesting. Oh, okay. They didn't bin the card, right? Maybe I'm just misreading it. I thought they did. I thought they kept it. But... All right. Teferi, Mentor, Rebuke. And the cards that I usually cut against control are Street Wraith, Lightning Bolt, Shadow Spear, and I gotta cut one more card. I like the Spell Bomb, because the Spell Bomb is really good with Urza, because you can have the Spell Bomb to play and protect the Urza from a Supreme Verdict or something like that. Prismatic Ending is probably not great against them, right? It's good against their sideboard cards. Maybe I can shave one. Because I'm bringing Mentor too. Okay, that's fine. It's just they don't have a ton of permanents, right? And I can't imagine they're playing Rest in Peace because they have Search for Azcanta. So maybe they have Stony Silence, but that might be it. Alrighty, game number 2. I have a Metallic Rebuke. This hand is kind of slow. Let's try it. I don't know if I should keep this hand, but I'm gonna try it. Let's play Sacred Foundry first. Since my life total doesn't matter too much, maybe I'm supposed to play Island there. It's better if I drop Bauble, because then I can go Saga, Bauble, hold up Rebuke. But by playing Foundry first, I can't do that. So this might be worse. Alright, didn't drop Bauble. So it all works out. Like, this hand is slow, but I don't really think I need to be fast in this matchup, because the games are going to go pretty long anyways. Sucks that they have Teferi, because they can bounce Saga, just kind of time walk me. They do not have Teferi. Or they chose to not cast it, which I think would be kind of weird. If they had it, they probably would play it. And now if they say tap out, like maybe they tap out for something like Jace, I can just go Rebuke, untap, float a mana, play Urza. I don't think they're going to be tapping out, though. Let's make a Saga token. I'm just going to make some more Saga tokens. Yeah, I'm not even going to cast that this turn. I'll cast it next turn. So make a token, get Cookbook. I think I want to get Cookbook. It's a spot where I guess I could get the Aether Spellbomb if I plan on playing Urza next turn. But given that I have Monitor and I assume they're going to Verdict me, I kind of want to just get more artifacts into play. Then I'm just going to go Spire. I want to play Spire here to hold up Counterspell. Stop them from playing like a Teferi or something. 5-minute Teferi. Let's see, are they casting Path? Make a food. Make a little bigger attack. I know I can't counter Supreme Verdict, but if they cast Verdict, I'm not that unhappy. Because then I can just Urza and kind of go off. So, I don't mind if they cast Verdict. They did nothing. Basically, anything that's not Verdict, I will counter. They're fetching now, which means maybe it's Teferi Hero of Dominaria. And if that's the case, they just die, right? I think so. Yeah, they just die. If they cast that, of course. Yeah. Alright. Metallic, Rebuke, get some. Get some every time. 10, 11, 12. Am I short? I might be short. Am I bad at math? So, discard Daredevil. No, I'm not short, right? Yeah. Because then we go play Thought Monitor dash Ragavan. That's 12, 14. Yeah, that works. Plus they have Solitude, but... Show me. That is 14 damages. Seems like they are taking 14 damages. Cool. 1-0. This is kind of just the classic control versus Urza Saga problem. It's really hard to play control right now, unfortunately. So, yeah, generally these matchups are quite favorable. So, I hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you back in just a little bit for round number 2. All right, everybody, we are here for round number 2. Jeskai Urza-Asmo. This hand's good. I keep. We got a Cookbook to turn on Asmo. We got a Bauble for redraw. Springleaf Charm for a little boost of mana. Island Serum Vision's probably not a good sign, because that means they're probably playing Ad Nauseam, and that matchup is bad. Oh, no. Looks like Blue-Red Murktide. Okay. We're safe. For now. Maybe. Bauble me. They know about Steam Vents. Play the Steam Vent. Delta. Did they top that or no? I just want to take a look. It's always good to see if I can actually click on the right thing. They top. Okay, so they want to draw the land. Just a little information that sometimes might come up. Play Vents. Hopefully we get to spike a Daredevil off of this bauble draw. There we go. It's too easy sometimes. Just too easy. So now maybe they dash Monkey, which I think is okay. Yeah, it's not great because it's really we can't really play the Asmo. They're doing nothing, which is also fine because now I can just Saga. Daredevil back. Play a bauble. I'm not gonna play Asmo this turn. They probably have counterspell, and I want to get guaranteed value out of it before I play it. It might actually counter this. They chose not to, which is also fine. But now we can just make some constructs and Shadow Spirit them up, so doing just fine. Thought Scour. Okay. Scour again. Just fine. So they have 1, 2, 3. They do have 5 spells for Murktide, so it'll be an 8/8. However, we're going to go end step, make a food, untap. We can make another food, play Asmo, play Cookbook, make a 4th food, so we can actually kill the Murktide even if they play it this turn. I choose not to bauble yet because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess even if I sack the bauble, it's going to be a 7/7. Basically, I want to make sure I can have at least a 6/6 construct, so it doesn't get unholy heated. They have to spend 2 cards in the first construct. So that's like a situation where you wouldn't necessarily want to crack the bauble right away. And my turn is likely scripted next turn. I'm not going to, I'm still not playing Asmo into open mana, so I'm just going to make a construct. So I'm just going to keep the bauble around for now. Okay. And so I can make a construct and play another cookbook. Make a construct main phase and then use the drum mana to play a cookbook. Is that worth it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. No, that's actually awkward because it lets them use their mana on the if they have Archmage's Charm, they get to steal at end of turn, which I don't want to happen. I want them I want to force them to keep their mana up if they have Archmage's Charm. So I think this is better. Just kind of chilling. Hardcast, Brazen, Borrower. Okay. Also would have been bad if I made a construct. So maybe they have land plus second Borrower plus counterspell for Asmo. Themselves. Okay. Fiery Islet. 4 cards in hand. So I have to imagine they have some sort of answer for the first construct. But if it's Archmage's Charm, then we may be able to resolve Asmo this turn. So like they're casting Murktide? Maybe. Alright, Murktide resolves. So let's go make a food. Make a construct. and 80. Let's go untap. So I wonder if their plan is to 10, 11, 12. So this gets kind of dicey if I equip, right? Because they could have double heat or heat plus bolt. I guess I could just get the Aether Spell Bomb and then just attack with 4 food. It's probably safest, right? I mean, I could go for lethal and get Cookbook, right? So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, or 11, 12, 13, 14. So it is exactly lethal. Yeah, I guess that's also safe too, because if they interact with this, then we just get to resolve Asmo. Like if they counter this last Cookbook, because this Cookbook presents lethal. And if they counter the Asmo, then we just get there. If they counter the Cookbook, then we just slam Asmo. Okay, attack. So I can just discard, make one more food, make it a 14/14. If they want to chump block, they are allowed to chump block. Oh, actually, I could just make it a 14/14, right? I could just bounce the Murktide now before blocks. Which I guess is probably good. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? Oh no, that's the whole point. We didn't get the bounce spell. Never mind. I'm not even thinking straight. Alright, chump block's fine. I'm just not going to cast Asmo. So I guess now they Unholy Heat the token. Now that it's 14/14 with 6 damage on it. Right, that was the whole point of doing this. So we presented lethal with the 14/14. Got it. That's why we didn't get the spell bomb. Right, I declare 0 blocks. Might as well sack the spell bomb, the bauble now, right? They have Ragavan. Got on top. Yeah, Thought Scour. Okay, so if they counter Asmo, then they just die, right? Am I missing something? Cast this, play land, make some food. Make some food. I would like to feed the monkey. Feed the monkey. All right. Combat. So I guess their plan is to steal this construct. Right, it's not lethal. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Because they steal the construct, and if I have Asmo fight the construct, yeah, I see. I get it now. Oh, actually, no. 5-head line. I have it fight itself now while it's still under my control. I gain the 6 life. They gain control. It's now dead. Right. Yeah. Oh, but I guess they go to 1, right? No, they die. Exactly. Yeah, it's 13. There we go. We figured it out. Found the line. That was a cool line. 13, yeah. 13. 13. Sweet line. All right, go to 0. Blue, red, Murktide. I do generally like Metallic Rebuke against them. I'm not a huge Teferi fan on the draw. Definitely don't want Mentor. Maybe I want Mentor. How good is Prismatic Ending against them? It's okay. I usually like cutting an Urza because they have a lot of counter magic. Maybe that's kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't have to cut. Sometimes I trim Street Wraith. I think Bolt's pretty important for Monkey. Do I cut my Ragavans? No, I don't think so. Maybe you just cut Street Wraith, because this is a matchup where you don't want to jam Asmo as early as possible. You usually want to wait on it a little bit. And in matchups where you kind of want to wait to get value out of it, you're not trying to play Asmo super aggressively, which means you can cut Street Wraith in those matchups. Maybe I'll keep it in one, because I don't want Teferi. Actually, no, I'll have the Lantern. Lantern's good against DRC, and you can snipe Murktide. You can mess with their Murktide sometimes. Seems good to me. Let's keep it. Think about a lead on Ragavan, depending on what they do, of course. If they play Ragavan, I kind of have to play mine. Try and trade. On 6. DRC. Firm. Got a bobble. Got a bobble. So they know about Thought Monitor. Maybe I'm going to just play Ragavan first. I'm just going to get Steam Bends. Headphones are almost dying. Plug those in. I'm not even listening to music right now, so I don't even know why I have them on. Just for show, I guess. Just for show. Headphones successfully plugged in. Let's charge those bad boys. All right, what you got, opponent? They have 4 cards. Another Channeler plus removal spell. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, Thought Scour. Okay. They make it. They're gonna get to Delirium, right? Instant. Yeah, they're Delirium. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive start from them. It might prove tough to beat. Need to find an Asmore. Definitely not a Bauble. Right, I gotta Bauble myself. Need to find some gas. Urza's Saga. Is that good enough? I don't think so. I think I need to find a removal. So what I might do is just go Cookbook, play Tarn, just get a tapped White Source, which is good if I draw Ending, and then just pass. I really need to find removal. Very, very badly. I don't think I have time for Saga. Okay, there's an Ending. That helps. That's step 1. That is definitely step 1. Turn 2 Delirium double DRC. It's kind of a tough draw to beat. Seal to that. Kind of a tough draw to beat. See what they do with their Serum Visions. It's our best draw. Maybe Bolt, just to kill both of these. 2, 3. Excuse me. Another cookbook would actually be good too, right? I think. Ragavan has been bolted. I wasn't attacking with it anyways. Although I might have attacked this turn if they attack both channelers, but after they attack both channelers, excuse me. F6. F6 value. I appreciate a good F6 value. Right. Probably not good enough, but yes, the Prismatic Ending. Go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We still can't even cast Thought Monitor next turn unless we draw a land or a cookbook or a bauble. I think that's it, right? Alright, no blocks. 4 life. It's not very many life. Read my cookbook. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Alright, make a food. Ding. Dash that, go to 1. Nah, I can't really beat much anyways. I think I have to just try and get aggressive here. Obviously, I could, like, not play it and sack a food or just hardcast it, but I think I have to play a little aggressive here given how far behind I am. Worth noting, you can announce that you're casting the Thought Monitor, use the discount from the treasure, and then use the treasure to pay for it at the discounted rate. I couldn't have cast it that turn because it costs 4 mana, but something to keep in mind. Alright, another DRC. No explosives in this matchup. Got a bolt. EE for 0. It's also probably good enough. Yeah, I don't have any outs. Okay. I don't have any outs. Game number 3. Do I want explosives? I think Ragavan's much, much better on the play. Look at these rebukes. Better on the play. Same thing. Same concept. And they have 4 Prismatic Ending. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I really just don't like explosives that much. Let's go with this. Alrighty, back here for game number 3. What do we got? I got a monkey, a book, an Asmo, and a bauble. I'm in. This hand I'm definitely going to lead on monkey. Can even bauble myself to see if I want to keep it. Metallic Rebuke, huh? It's pretty good if they don't have a removal spell for monkey. What are the odds, though? Not very good odds, right? It's really close. I think I'm going to ship it. I'm just going to get Sacred Foundry. It's really, really close, though. I could definitely see keeping that being correct. Because if they don't kill the monkey, then I can just go attack, make a treasure, play land, hold up Rebuke. But, I mean, I assume they're killing the monkey, yeah. Can't really play as if they're not going to kill the monkey, because they almost always have it. But they wouldn't keep a 7-card hand without a way to kill monkey, right? Most of the time. Alright, pass the turn. I don't want to play Asmo yet because I don't have 2 food, I can't shoot anything, and they could just kill it with Bolt before I get value out of it, so I don't really want to do that. We're good as long as they don't have Alpine Moon. It's fine. Bobble me, makes sense. Alright, I'm not going to make a food quite yet. I don't necessarily want to get rid of a bunch of resources. Alright, play Spire Bluff, pass. Make a token. You know what's kind of cool about the interaction? If they you get to a point where they're delirious with Channeler, the Channeler is forced to attack, I can then crack the Soul Guide to exile their graveyard and then block with a Construct, which I might do this turn. The only issue is if I crack the Soul Guide, then my Construct's only a 3/3, which means if they have Bolt, they can just kill it. So I might not do that. Now, if they tap out main phase, then I will consider doing that, but... yeah, I'm just going to take 3. I don't want to risk the token dying to Bolt. I'm actually going to discard the Steam Vents. Yeah, I'm going to discard the Steam Vents prior to making the Construct, so they can't Bolt it. I mean, they can heat it, but if they have heat, then I can just Soul Guide them, right? So let's go discard Steam Vents. Make a Construct. 4/4. Now if they heat, I can just sack Lantern. Make another Construct. I think I'm going to get Shadow Spear. Or... see, I always forget to bring in Needle. I feel like maybe I should bring in Needle because one of their best cards is Explosives. I'll just get the Shadow Spear. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be. Because now if they have Explosives, this kind of sucks. Yeah, I always forget about that. Maybe I should have brought in Needle. Because if I had Needle, I would have just got Needle and named Explosives. So they basically had no outs. I mean, they could Shattering Spree, I guess, but... oh, well, no. I think if they had Explosives, they probably would have played it that turn, right? So this wouldn't happen? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they would hold it. It's tough. I would kind of imagine they don't have it, but... we'll see. It's just really weird to bring in Needle against a deck that only has one good target, but it is, like, their most important card against you, so maybe it is worth it. Read the Construct. Alright, Construct down. Dead. DED dead. Now's a spot where I might do the thing. How much do I care if they play a Murktide Regent? I guess I kind of do, right? Yeah, I'm kind of in a spot where I do kind of care about it, so I'll exile their graveyard right now. It does mean they're not going to suicide the Channeler into the Construct, but I really don't want them casting Murktide. So they have heat. Yeah, this also punishes me for doing it this way, sure. But I think that's fine. I have 2 more Constructs anyways. I just don't want them casting Murktide. So I guess I messed up. I should have Soul Guided them while they were tapped out. That's where I messed up? Yeah, okay. Lesson learned. We're still in a commanding position, but things can go a little south now. Although, now they don't have Counterspell up, so we can make a Construct and play Asmore. And just kill the Channeler. Because I have land 4, so I can just go discard whatever I draw, play Asmo, play land, hold up Construct, kill this main phase. They just have nothing left. Alright, no blocks. I declare no blocks. Metallic Rebuke, huh? Getting discarded. I want to kill this now. Maybe I just don't care about it. Well, the issue is they're gonna force the issue, right? They're like 100% just gonna kill it before they do anything. So I think it's worth it to kill it. Because if I don't act first, they just go untap Bolt and then they get a Surveil out of it. Maybe the Surveil's not worth it, but because they just get to force the issue either way, right? Not sure. I'm not sure what's correct there. It's close. ERC. Okay, sure. Might be Brazen Borrower for the construct, maybe? Let's see. We shall see. Drew another cookbook. So now I can get the Shadow Spear to make sure I can equip the... Or, excuse me, the Springleaf Drum to make sure I can equip the Shadow Spear. Which I like. They have Artifact, Sorcery, Creature. So Instant is the type they're missing. So maybe they cast Unholy Heat and try to flip an instant. Or land, I guess. Yeah, instant or land. Gets them to Delirium to kill the construct. But if they don't heat now, then if they let the Shadow Spear resolve, then I have a 6/6. I can make it a 7/7 with the cookbook. So we'll see. Braid. Okay. Braid resolves. No attacks. Your turn. Blocks. Alright, untap. Cast a book. Book. A counter spell. Sure. Spell, I accept. So they have 5 types, so they can heat something anyway, so I guess I should just play around Lightning Bolt. So that's what I can play around. Because my thing's already a 4/4. Never mind. Jesus. Okay, it's dead. Attack for 3. Got a 15. Iteration. Good card. They get the card on top, so probably not in a good spot. Do okay, no blocks. 3 cards. I feel like one of them's Murktide Regent. Another DRC. Alright. So now I can equip Asmo. Oh, I can make a construct and equip Asmo. So let's do that. I think that's my best play. So construct, and then go mana, equip Shadow Spear. And then go up to 11. And then I can make a food end step. And they have 6 damage. Maybe I should have made a food end step last turn. I don't know that it would have made it. Oh, yeah, because then I could have killed one of these. Yeah, I think I should have made a food end step last turn. I think I messed up. Because now I can't kill either of these. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Definitely should have made a food end step last turn. Okay. Question is, will they time out? That's the real question. Playing pretty slow. Auto yield is your best friend. Remember that. Auto yield is your best friend. So I'm going to have a lot of editing to do with this one. Spire Bluff Canal. Okay. Accept. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just going to discard the other cookbook. Okay. So, now what? It's my best play. I mean, I can get the Aether Spellbomb, right? I haven't used it yet. I have not used the Aether Spellbomb yet. So I can go make a construct, get the Spellbomb, have 2 mana. Then I can have the Spellbomb and an Asmo shoot up. And just not move the equipment. Because if they have a removal spell, then moving the equipment's kind of bad anyways. And also, I also don't know they have a removal spell. I feel like they would have just killed the Asmo while I didn't have a second food in play. Because now the thing is they have to act, right? And as soon as they act, then I can just go discard, kill one of your things, and then spellbomb the other one maybe. So I feel like if they had a removal spell, they maybe messed up. Alright, let's just attack. See what they have. Unholy Heat the Asmo. So I can bounce my own Asmo. Or I can just kill a DRC. Discard Ragavan. Nine artifacts. Sack 2 food, kill a DRC, 7 artifacts, and I still have a 7/7 in play with the Spellbomb up. Yeah, that's just better. Alright, let's discard Ragavan. And then they still can't heat this token. Because I have a 7/7. I like this line. And then I can even move it, I can even equip it post-combat. Oh no, but if I equip then I die to Bolt, right? That's the joke. Okay, so I just don't equip then, right? I just pass and then bounce their Channeler. Right, how many heats have they gone through? 1, 2, 3. They have 1 heat left. So this gets bounced. I guess they can go Murktide Replay Channeler. Then they just get to Murktide block the construct that the Shadow Spear is on. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. Yeah, Murktide would kind of suck here. But I feel like, I mean, obviously if they had it, they would have played it a while ago. They've already gone through 3 of them. They only have 1 left, so. Alright, not going to sack Bauble. Oh, that was a good draw. Okay, that probably seals it up, right? So now I can just hold up Rebuke. Yeah, that's got to seal it up, right? Because now even if they have heat, I can just, yeah, I can just make it a 7/7, so. Seems like they are dead. Bolting me. Okay, Bolt me resolves. All right, they're off it. That was a really long match. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do with this one. I think this matchup is really, really close for the most part, and I'm really excited. I really enjoy playing these games. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed the games. I'll see you back in just a little bit for round number 3. Alrighty, everybody, we're back here for round number 3. I don't think I'm gonna keep Urza Bobble 5 lands. Yeah, this hand's close because it has Saga. Saga is worth a lot of cards. I'm going to mulligan. I think it's close, but this hand kind of has the same problem. It's slow. However, we do have Saga to find book with Daredevil and Monitor and Asmo. Excuse me. So I think while this hand is slow, I am going to keep this one. See what we're up against. No companion, worth noting. Arid Mesa. Is this burned? No, not burned. I was going to say, saying it, so. Ragavan. Not great. Okay, well, hopefully we can trade. It's weird. I don't know that the blue-red list typically play Arid Mesa, so I wonder if my opponent's playing a more red-based deck? I don't know, we'll see. But I kind of have to play Ragavan to try and trade. Bolt. Okay. No blocks. Tick 2, 18. Hit Prismatic Ending. Okay. Also acceptable. Alright, what do we got? Alright, Saga, go. So we're going to look to set up turn 3, make a construct. Turn 4, probably float mana, get book, and then try an Asmo. Might not have time for that, given they have Ragavan, and they might get enough triggers off of it. We'll see. See how it plays out. I'm skeptical of this game. I think there's a good chance we lose. They're going to get it. Like, min 2 Ragavan hits in, maybe 3 if they have a removal spell for the construct. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to draw these prismatic endings, but Celestial Colonnade. Okay, so they're probably playing Stoneblade, if I had to guess. Let's just play Island and pass. See what they are up to. Steam events. They have 5 cards. What's the worst that could happen? So I assume what's going to happen here is I'm going to make a construct. They're going to kill it. Then they're going to get a Ragavan hit. I'm going to attempt to play Asmo. They're going to counter it, and I'm probably going to concede. Alright, make a token. Say you, opponent. Assume token is dead. Snapcaster? Sure. I think I'm just going to concede if they counter the Asmo. Kind of just off it. I'll see what I draw. Maybe. Maybe. I got a monkey. Monkey. Yeah, I cannot afford to make a construct here. I just have to kind of hope that they don't have a counterspell. I'm sure they do, but like, I just don't really know how I'm beating a counterspell anyways. Just like making a construct just doesn't accomplish anything, so. Looks like I draw another Asmo off of the Street Wraith. This somehow resolves. Doubt it, but. Alright. Cycle this, take a draw step, probably concede. Yep, okay. I have seen enough. So, Jeskai, I would have to imagine they're playing with Stoneforge Mystic, which means maybe I want Wear Tear. And they probably have some sideboard cards that a Wear Tear is good against. Not a huge... See, it's weird, like, Normally I want to bring in Metallic Rebuke against these blue Ragavan decks, but I really, really don't like Metallic Rebuke against Stoneforge Mystic. So it's kind of tough. Needle is also reasonable against Stoneforge. I think Explosives is bad. I think what I might do is just do the same, like similar thing I did against the blue-red deck, but bring in Needle this time for Stoneforge Mystic into Fairy, and we'll see how this goes. I think I like that. Alrighty, game number 2, we are on the play. Santa's Ragavan. We got 2 redraws with the bauble, so I'm in. We can bolt their Ragavan or Stoneforge Mystic. I kind of assume our Ragavan's dying, but we have 2 redraws with the bauble, so I think it's fine. Alright. What do they got on top? They have Path to Exile. I hope that's the only removal spell they have. Because that's good for me if that's their only removal spell. No ending, no ending, no ending, no ending. Please, please, please. Ooh, you'll love to see that. Path is not the removal spell of choice that you want against Ragavan. They have a Mesa on top. Attack you. Still didn't draw land. I'll be kind of drew a land because they're going to path us. Then I'm going to play Cookbook, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to... maybe I messed that up. I mean, if I cast Drum, they probably just respond and path, right? Because they know they're going to path anyways. But I was going to say I could have cast Drum. But if I tap the Ragavan, then they don't path me, then I don't get the island, and that's probably worse, right? So, yeah, maybe that's worse. I could see that. Right, because if I play Drum, they let it resolve. And then if I tap the Ragavan, they just don't, you know what I mean? They just don't cast their path. Whereas this way I kind of force the issue. So maybe this is better. I think it's slightly better. Obviously, it sucks that I missed on land, but, you know, what can you do? See what they hit. Hit Scalding Tarn. Okay. Ragavan back to hand. Aether Spellbomb, huh? Alright, I'm going to cast Springleaf Drum and pass. Hold up Bolt. If they dash Ragavan, I'm going to go to Bolt it. If they counterspell, yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. If they go Ragavan plus counterspell, they might not have a counterspell for Thought Monitor, because they probably have to tap out. They go like land, dash Ragavan, counter the Bolt, and then I can maybe slam Thought Monitor. It's the base one we knew about. It's fine. Blue, this is Jace. Sucks. Hopefully they brainstorm. People love brainstorming. A plus. Sedge. Alrighty. Fine, fine, fine. Alright. Untap. Make a food. So now I can go Spellbomb, Monitor, do some stuff. And then I still have Bolt up with the Drum. Okay. Also not bad. I'm going to play a Spire. And I think just pass. Yeah, just pass. Next turn we can maybe jam Urza, depending on what they do. Weird looking a little awkward, so they haven't really presented a target for it yet, but we'll see. It's nice insurance to have. I feel like they have Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe they don't, though. Maybe they're just like Jeskai control with Ragavan. Now what? Scalding Tarn. Step 1. White, red. Rest in peace. Sure. That resolves. I'll let them fetch, because I kind of want them to counter the Wear Tear. Blue-white. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. That's fine, because now I can slam Urza. So I can go end step. See what they get. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay. I guess they can't get the Cauldron because they know about the Spell Bomb, sure. So now I can go end step, kill the Rest in Peace, attack Jace, or kill the Rest in Peace, bolt the Jace. Other order, bolt the Jace first. End step. Bolt Jace. Tear the Rest in Peace. Then I can attack Jace for 2 and play an Urza. Seems pretty good. And still have Spell Bomb up in case they have Wrath, because then I can just bounce my own Urza if they have Wrath. Get Island. Urza. Kill Jace. And then I can spin too, right? Can make a food and then spin. To that, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin. Sure, I'll cast that. Why not? Get a book. Tap this. Play book. Make a food. Go Stoneforge. Alright, your turn. We still have Spell Bomb in case they have Wrath. We just bounce the Urza and then go again, and everything should be fine. There's a lot of game actions. A lot of game actions. I have like 5 times as many permanents as our opponent does. That's got to be more winning, right? No, opponent agrees. Alright, so we did correctly identify that they're playing Stoneforge Mystic, so I'm glad I brought in the Wear Tears in the Needle. I still think on the draw, Mentor, Rebuke, I don't think I want these cards. Yeah, I think I'm just going to submit. Alrighty, we are back here for game number 3. We have a removal spell for a turn 1 monkey. We have an Asmo that we won't necessarily be able to cast, but we have Wear Tear. Okay, I'm going to keep this. It's a little awkward because Wear Tear is not great against Stoneforge because the first card they usually get is Cauldron. So Wear Tear can be a little awkward sometimes. I'm just going to lean on the Mountain. I'm just going to bolt it now. I don't want them to... it sucks if they have land plus second Ragavan. However, if I don't bolt it and they just go land attack, then they can counter it. And I think that's worse for me. I'm going to play Flooded Strand in case they present a Wear Tear target. I might want to use my mana and kill Rest in Peace end of turn. Worth noting, this deck doesn't have a black mana source to cast Daredevil, except for the Spire of Industry and the Springleaf Drum, which sometimes you get off Saga. I have been considering trying to fit a Watery Grave or something like that into the mana base, but I just don't know that you can support it with the 3-color mana base. It's kind of tough. So there are definitely matchups where you lose a little bit of value not being able to hardcast it, but so they definitely have Counterspell, because they probably would have dashed if they didn't. But they were worried about me having another bolt, which is why they didn't dash and then, get the treasure hold up Counterspell that way. But this is not great for me. Should I dash? I think dashing is highest upside. I mean, they're just going to counter it anyways, right? No, they didn't counter it. No, let's go to attacks. Kind of down if they let this through. I can't imagine they will, right? Trade, I think, is also fine for me. Wow. They let it go. we missed on a spell, which kind of sucks, but and letting that go is pretty good for me, I think. But I don't know. Interesting. So maybe they don't have counterspell, or they were just okay with me hitting with Ragavan because they can just counter my follow up. Maybe that's what their plan is. Huh. Okay. Interesting spot. What are the odds they don't have a counterspell? I mean, I guess I'll just keep hitting with Ragavan. If they're gonna keep letting me hit with Ragavan, I'll eventually maybe hit something, you know? Sure. Alright, go. Unfortunate. I definitely don't want to sack a treasure to kill their treasure because I need this mana to cast Urza, so can't afford to do that for sure. Need to find like a cookbook, you know, something something small that kind of forces the issue on the counterspell. But getting hit by a Ragavan over and over again is not the best. Not the best place to be. So now they get Cauldra, and this is why you don't want to bring in a pile of Wear Tears against Stoneforge Mystic. Assuming they get Cauldra. Got Sword, okay. We have acquired a target. Prismatic Ending. So if I cast Urza, they counter it, then they just get to hit me with Sword. If I cast Prismatic Ending, still get hit with Sword, right? I mean, I guess I can sack the treasure. If I ending the oh no, I can just ending the Ragavan. Yeah, this is fine. Ending Ragavan, and then hold up Wear Tear. I think this is best. Because then if they try to go for a sword hit, they just go tap out for sword, equip, then I can just Wear Tear it, and then maybe untap and play Urza. But this way I don't have to sack the treasure to cast the Wear Tear, so I think this is my best line. Is it gonna win? Probably not, but it's what I got. Alright, Cryptic Command. Not looking great. Not looking great. Yeah, I mean, obviously we drew a bunch of sideboard cards that didn't matter and got mana screwed, so not the best. Looks like they're going to go for a sword hit, which maybe they have a counter spell, maybe they don't. Maybe they counter the Wear Tear, and then we get to resolve Urza. Okay, they chose not to counter that, which, fine. Okay, can live with that. Which means maybe they don't have a counter spell. They got my Shadow Spear. How relevant is that? Sort of relevant. I feel like they would have countered that if they had a counter spell, so maybe we're resolving Urza. Which maybe means we're back in the game? Okay. This is a thing. So I can ending the Ragavan, but the Urza just kind of blanks it anyways, right? Alright, I'm just going to hope they don't have any way to interact with Urza, because I'm far enough behind that I think I just kind of have to jam. If they kill the Urza, obviously this sucks, because then they just get a Ragavan hit, but I'm kind of miles behind already, so, you know, like, behind on board, behind on life. I have a bunch of blanks in my hand, so I think my hand is kind of forced. Alright, fire up Colonnade. They're going to attack and then before blocks Path my Urza. No. 4. I can accept that. Okay. Well, shocking. For what? Rest in excuse me, rest in peace. Need a cookbook. Not a cookbook. Okay. So I can Prismatic Ending the Rest in Peace, which is... No. Tear the Rest in Peace, ending the Ragavan. But then I go to 7 and then I'm at 3 from the Colonnade. Whereas if I just let them have the Rest in Peace for one more turn, I can get one more... Yeah, okay. Well, actually, I'm dead in 2 anyways, because they just Colonnade, equip a Shadow Spear. But this is fine. Ending this. We'll go play this tapped. I guess just pass. You can also have Fused Wear Tear, but I can just do that next turn, right? I don't think I can shock here. But I guess shocking doesn't matter because I'm dead in 2 to the Colonnade plus Shadow Spear anyways. Unless, if they go now they can go Colonnade, equip Shadow Spear, and then I maybe just Wear Tear the Shadow Spear. Which might be okay. Because then it means that it buys me an extra turn, because they don't know that I can kill the Shadow Spear. Right, they're not equipping with the Shadow Spear. Which means maybe they have a counterspell. Not that I can beat it. Can't beat much. Alright, need a cookbook, please. Not a cookbook. I'm actually just not going to play the land, because I'm going to go to 1 anyways. I actually can't spin either, because if they equip the Shadow Spear, I have to be able to kill it. So I cannot afford to spin. So now they're going to go Animate, Colonnade, Equip. Then I can Fuse, kill the Shadow Spear, and the Rest in Peace. Yep. And you want to do it before they attack. Because if they have a counterspell, if they have exactly counterspell, they would have to tap the Colonnade to cast the counterspell, in which case they're not attacking. However, if you let them attack, then they're already attacking, then they can tap it to cast the counterspell. So always want to do it before they attack with Colonnade, in case they have counterspell. So I go to 1, and I assume that I'm just dead anyways. Maybe a bolt, I don't know. Alright, didn't matter anyways. I guess I could have spun there. I don't think I had any ounce if I spin, though. Yeah, really unfortunate. We kind of just got mana screwed game 3. Not a whole lot to say there. I think this matchup is pretty favorable. But yeah, just didn't draw any lands. So really unfortunate. But anyways, we're 2-1. I hope you enjoyed the games. I'll see you back in just a little bit for round number 4. Alrighty, everybody. We're back here for round number 4. This hand is a keep. I am not going to cycle Street Wraith because there is no world where I wouldn't play Ragavan on one. Even if I drew an Asmo or a Cookbook, I would still rather play Ragavan first because it's just higher upside. And this way, I get one more look at an Asmo, because if there's Asmo below the top card and I cycle Street Wraith, I lose my opportunity to cast it the turn after. So cycle here, in case we hit. We didn't, but that's fine, because we have Saga, that card's broken. Start making a bunch of food the turn that we go off with Saga for Daredevil. And that food will allow us to cast Thought Monitor. So everything's okay. It's fine. We're good. Urza's not bad. Make a construct here. And then, depending on what they do, unless they somehow tap all of their mana, I'm probably not going to cast Urza. Alright, never mind, I'm casting Urza. I didn't think they were going to tap out. Why did they play their land first? I feel like they should not have done that. Because now they lose the opportunity to play a land off of iteration. Question is, can I play Monitor? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm one short. 4. No, I should be good, because I'll have 2 constructs and the food. Yeah, we're good. I can play the Monitor. We get a basic island. I'll just get like main deck Mystical Disputed or something. I guess they could have Subtlety. That's like a way more reasonable card for them to have. I'm not going to play around it, but I'll just get white mana to play. It's fine. Alright, Urza has resolved. Food. Daredevil. Shadow Spear. Tap this, play Monitor. Maybe this is worse than just equipping the construct, but yeah. It might have been worse than just equipping construct. I'm actually just going to pass now. But it's fine. Because I could have just not played Vapor Snag. Okay, sure. So I guess they're playing Prowess? The blue-red tempo deck usually doesn't play Vapor Snag. I don't know, we'll see. Either way, we're in pretty commanding position. Either way, I think we are fine. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the Murktide decks play Vapor Snag, so I would assume they're playing Prowess, but also Basic Mountain is more of a hedge towards Prowess, I would assume. Alright, I'm just going to cast Asmo, see what they do. See what they do. I should have tapped this, but... Alright. Trigger. Play a book. Make some foods. I will equip Shadow Spear here, and I will attack. Attack you for 11. What's this? Snapcaster Vapor Snag. Touche. Still don't think it matters, but we're doing some stuff. Oh, I should have killed the Channeler before. Yeah, I'm dumb. I should have killed the Channeler before they targeted the thing with Snapcaster. Yeah, that was dumb. Just gave them a free scry for no reason. I gotta make it fair sometimes, you know? Gotta make it fair. Fully heat the Urza. Sure. I have Cookbook to get it back anyway, so I don't think I care too much about that. I think I don't need more than that. Lightning Bolt. Alright, well they had a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't think it matters, but we'll see. Definitely doesn't matter. Urza. Okay, they're off it. I've seen enough. So, Murktide, but with Snapcaster and Vapor Snag. Interesting. Maybe they don't have Murktide. We're not sure if they have Murktide. They have DRC, Snapcaster, Snag, stuff like that. I thought Prowess, but obviously not Prowess, but Snapcaster Mage. What do I want to sideboard? If anything, I could just choose to not sideboard. I think I'll just do some very, very light sideboarding and just like trim a couple Wraiths for rebukes, because Wraith is kind of unnecessary in this matchup, in matchups like this anyways, typically, so. Alright, game number 2. What do we got? I got a Wraith, I got an Asmo, I got a removal spell, I got a Bauble, I got an Urza. I am good. What does our opponent have? Let's see. Is this 1-drop? Okay, I'm just going to ending that. Get Sacred Foundry. What you got? They have a Lava Dart on top. Okay. So, Prowess, but with Snapcaster Mage? Snapcaster is so weird. I don't know why they would play Snapcaster in their Prowess deck. It's very strange. Very, very strange. It's pretty good. I think I kind of want to pass here because I need to get Steam Vents with the Scalding Tarn because I need a second blue for Urza, and I can't get Island because I can't play Asmo if I get Island, so I think I'm actually just going to pass. Seems weird to pass here, but I kind of like it. So I don't really want to just fetch Shock. I'm just taking way too much damage if I fetch Shock, I think. Like, fetch Shock, Street Wraith, go to 10, play Asmo. I don't know. I don't know. I want to save 2 damage. Maybe that's not right. But it's also, like, better if they play a creature and I draw another cookbook, because then I can just kill their creature immediately, and it's, like, kind of not that bad. So remember, we know they have a Lava Dart in their hand. Worth noting. Alright, 9 life. Cast Asmo. Cast Cookbook. Cast turn. I wish I had another Cookbook, but, you know. We are at 9, worth noting. We are at 9. Could just die. Maybe. Perhaps. Scalding Tarn. Okay. Still know about the dart. Kind of hope they just cast Stormwing Entity. I don't think they're going to do that, but... I don't think they can kill us, at least. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Sure. So they have Sorcery Instant Land right now. Okay, that's Delirium. Bend a Soul Scar Mage. Okay. Bobble me. Scar Daredevil, get it back. Untap, they draw off Bubble. Thought Monitor, huh? So I have to go to 8 to play the Urza, which is fine. Let's do that. Kind of sucks if they kill the Asmo in response to this, but I really do want to play the Thought Monitor here. Okay. I think this is worth it. Alright, kill that, and I'm just not going to attack. I think not attacking is fine. Lava Dart, me. Okay. I changed my mind. I got 2 blockers. It's fine. And they have to kill me this turn, right? Which they might be able to. Maybe that attack was loose. Probably was. Hopefully I can just chump block with Thought Monitor, but we might not be able to. I have 2 cards. Storming Entity doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter. We have 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. Oh, they have Lava Dart, right? That's the joke. Huh. Do I have to block here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bolt would kill me. Second Dart would also kill me. Could chump block with Thought Monitor. Trying to think of the math here. Yeah, I think blocking with Monitor is okay. Yeah, then I lose a blocker for the Stormwing. This is tough. Okay, I'm going to chump block with Monitor. I don't want to die. I don't know if that's right, but... Because I don't know if I'm going to get Shadow Spear or Cookbook. Okay, so let's go make a thing. Resolve the Saga. Shadow Spear or Cookbook. I think, given that I drew the Thought Monitor, I kind of just want to get Shadow Spear now. I know I don't get to kill anything with Asmo, but I can just play Thought Monitor, which I think is fine. Alright, let's go tap, Shadow Spear, Island, play Thought Monitor. I'm going to leave up the food for as long as possible, because I might want to leave the food sacrifice up, depending on what we draw, of course. Oh, that was really good. Okay. Change of plans. Well, actually, can I hold up everything? 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't. Awkward. Because I actually can't hold up... If I equip the Shadow Spear, I can't hold up Rebuke. You have a bunch of blockers, though. Right, I'll just do this. I'm worried that their last card is Unholy Heat, which I think it might be. It's not. Okay. Could be Vapor Snag, I guess. Or they just have nothing? Alright, cool. Well, that makes it easy. Alright, sack Fire out, that's fine. So now I have 2 blockers. Should be fine. Because they could have Shattering Spree. They could have Shattering Spree. I guess even if they have it now, they can kill both Constructs and the Shadow Spear. That's probably good enough. But again, holding up Rebuke doesn't do much against Spree. I guess I can counter one of the copies. But Lava Dart, the Thought Monitor. Okay. Dead. They can Flashback Dart on the Monitor. Yeah. So they have to kill me with the Entity. Sevens. They still need 2 spells, including the dart in the graveyard. So they have 7 right now. I could just block the Swift Spear. Alright, that's 7. I did. Block. And I did. That's 10. Okay. I appreciate the opponent making me sweat a little bit because I was sweating a little bit there. Prowess generally a decent matchup for this deck. As you can see, Prismatic Ending really helps the matchup a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed the games, and I will see you back in just a little bit for the last round. Alrighty, YouTube, we're here for round number 5. This hand's kind of dicey. We have a Prismatic Ending and a Bauble to, like, we can kind of manipulate the top card of our deck. I'm going to keep and see if Prismatic Ending can do some heavy lifting. This hand might be kind of loose, but we'll see what we're up against. Blood Crypt. Prismatic Ending probably going down. It's not great for us. Bauble, fetch, pass. We can, depending on what they do, we'll bauble ourselves. I guess we're looking for Cookbook, most likely. It's probably our best draw because we can start, making some food to cast Thought Monitor. Ragavan wouldn't be too bad either. I'd accept the Ragavan. Their own monkey. Jund Monkey, huh? Intrigued. Monitor on top? Absolutely not. Not today, not tomorrow. About a Street Wraith. Alright, we bricked. Probably gonna get run over by this monkey. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have kept. I mean, I had a removal spell. They just had discard spell into monkey. Yep. Yep. Not great. I actually think I should not play the Saga this turn, because I'm just going to play Urza next turn. Then I'm spewing off a construct. How relevant is this construct? Kind of close. I think it's pretty relevant. I'm just going to pass. Maybe it's not, though, because I assume they're just going to kill the Urza the turn that I play it. And then my next turn is probably going to involve just playing the Urza and not making a Saga token. But, we'll see. Wonder if they're just like Boomer Jund with some Zoomer cards. Yeah, looks like it. You can have a Flooded Strand. I think Boomer Jund is generally a pretty good matchup, but we're kind of getting destroyed here. Play an Urza. See what they got. Maybe they have Fatal Push? Seems like they do. They have a Terminate on top. This is not looking good. Get the Speculative Hand. Construct down, go to 4. I don't love this. We know they have Terminate. Yeah, alright. Alright. I guess I should have mulliganed. Kept a bit of a loosey-goosey. Against Boomer Jund. Huh? Alright, Needle seems good against Liliana. Explosives, decent against Ragavan and Dothy Voidwalker. They also probably have a lot of twos, right? Like Voidwalker, maybe Goyf, maybe Ren and 6. So maybe I want explosives. Maybe not all of them, maybe like 2. And Bolt seems necessary for Ragavan. I think I can afford to cut Street Wraith again. It's kind of my go-to. I'll just bring in all the explosives. I think that is fine. I definitely want all the endings. So they are a Ragavan deck. Alrighty, we're back here for game number 2. Let's see if we can try to keep a better hand this time. Okay. I mean, is it really a better hand? Probably not, but we got 2 endings this time, so we can't get discarded off of killing Ragavan. Although ending not the best against Ragavan in general, because they can just dash it. So if you're looking for a removal spell specifically for Ragavan, ending maybe is not the one you're looking for, but assume they have a discard spell. Yeah. This time they might take this. Maybe. They did. There's a Springleaf Drum on top, which I don't really want. So they know about ending. I think what I'm going to do is play Steam Vents tapped and pass. I don't want them to know that I drew the explosives, because now what they might do is dash Monkey. And then what I could do is go land EE for 1 pass. They have Ren at 6. Okay. We can ending that. That's fine. It's a decent draw, too. Yeah, drawing Saga there is really nice. And they got back a land. A discard spell? Maybe a Ragavan? Thoughtseize, probably take ending. Depends. Maybe they have a Ragavan that they want to dash. Maybe they take explosives. They don't have like a disenchant for the Saga. Seal of Primordium, something like that. Yeah, I was worried about that. It's unfortunate. We can blow it up, but can't really play Cookbook because I want to play E for 1 and just blow it up this turn. So basically, like, this turn is, they're not going to play any 1s this turn. Yeah, it sucks. Back a land. Maybe playing another 2-drop. Yeah, they worked me pretty good here. They baited me into playing the explosives on 1 just to use my mana efficiently, and then I kind of got blown up. Playing Ragavan doesn't do anything into the Ren and 6. Need to find an Asmo. That is what we need to find. And that's just step 1. And then we still have to deal with this Ren and 6, which is not easy. I think it's the first time I've seen Boomer Jund in quite some time. It's been a while. It's been a while. Right, untap. Not looking good for the home team. Oh, why didn't I dash Ragavan there? I'm not even paying attention. I should have at least dashed. I mean, they have 4 cards in the hand. They almost certainly have a removal spell, but I should have at least made them cast it. That was bad. Kind of just checked out already. Get this back. Okay, it's not too bad. Now we can dash. I mean, we're still just dead to the Goyf, but, you know. Semantics. They don't have a removal spell? Give me a push off of their deck, please. Okay. So now I can name Ren in 6. And then I can also sack food here. It's not that a bolt. I mean, it's not that bad. It's bad, but... So now I have 2 mana to sack a food to go to 11. Force of Vigor. Right, let's make a food. And then we'll go crack food to not die to bolt. I mean, I'll be not in a good spot either way, because now it's just 6. Yeah. Man, never thought I'd lose to Jund with this deck. I'm actually very surprised. Now Asmo's not even an out. I mean, I'm just never beating the Ren Ultimate, right? I guess my out is they plus Ren for another turn, and then I draw another Prismatic Ending, the literal 4th copy. But I assume they're probably just going to Ultimate. Unfortunate match. I don't know if maybe it's just their deck is like, maybe the way that they built their deck is you know, really well set up against these style of decks, but I've played against Jund in the past, and it's felt like kind of comically easy. Yeah, I'm just not beating the Ren Ultimate now. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. I would never expect to lose to Jund with this deck, so kind of surprised. Anyways, let's just do a quick recap of the deck before we take off here. So this puts my record now. So we were 14-1, so 17-3. Still pretty good record. Not the best showing for this particular league, but this shell has felt awesome. Again, I think Prismatic Ending in the Asmo deck to give you a nice clean removal spell against sideboard cards, and then also just giving you access to Wear Tear on the sideboard. Really good against HammerTime, which is the most popular deck right now. So I think this deck's really well positioned. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have made it all the way to the end, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.